We're All Going to the World's Fair, released by Utopia. There's a cover there, the other side. Came out in 2021. It was a kind of weird one. I was sold when I saw the trailer, and the movie's one of those real oddities. One of those movies that I'm not sure that I really liked. I'm not sure that I disliked it either. I'm just conflicted in my feelings on this one. One that I'm going to have to watch again a little bit down the line. We focus on the character of Casey, who is alone in her attic bedroom, and she decides to take the World's Fair challenge. It's never really explained what that is. There's some allusions to it throughout the movie, but again, it's all hearsay and you're never quite sure what the truth actually is.
I want to go to the World's Fair.
And when she starts to undertake this, she begins watching other videos on the subject, seeing people and how they said that they are changing physically, mentally throughout the time after they took this challenge. And we kind of follow Casey, who seems like a kind of shy, introverted girl who wants to reach out and connect to other people but just can't seem to find the medium to do it.
You want to join the internet's scariest online horror game? Well, okay. But just remember, we can't be held responsible for what you become.
A lot of it's set within her world as she kind of connects with someone who says he's worried about how she's getting on and how she is coping with this World's Fair challenge, again alluding to some crazy things that are going to happen. And it's a movie that kind of talks about mental health, it talks about body horror, it has these kind of subversive feelings undertow that kind of pull you down into the movie a little bit, that make it creepy and otherworldly as we watch a character who is either affected by this online game that we've never seen, or who's having a breakdown, who is doing that right in front of our eyes. And because of that, it becomes a kind of strange duality as we kind of see our character of Casey struggling to cope with the here and now. Watching videos, watching strange visual and auditory clips, unable to sleep, hanging around late at night, not really socially interacting with anybody in real life, just dealing throughout her monitor, talking to the camera and freaking out a little bit. And I kind of liked aspects of it, but there was other moments where I wasn't really getting much from it. It's a movie that's most definitely about the atmosphere of the piece, the way it kind of draws you into this hypnotic state before was jagging you with these images of horror, this idea of terror that our main character is having. But it kind of wraps up nicely. I thought this was going to be a fairly ambiguous ending to this one, but it gives you a kind of closed off statement, possibly, as we jump from one character to another to get a kind of conclusion at the end of it. But I think Anna Cobb was wonderful as Casey. I think her performance was terrific, from the kind of shy, demure girl to a more outlandish, prone to emotional outbursts kind of performance later on in the film. Has a lot going on, and that's what just makes me a little bit wary of unpacking it a little bit too soon. Like I said, didn't love it, didn't hate it. There is some curious oddities that are wanting to draw me back to it. Some of the imagery was really great. Some of the clips that she watches are really truly terrifying and haunting, and seeing some of the body horror that happens to certain people is pretty icky as well. I will go back and check it out again, but I want to know what you think of this movie if you've seen We're All Going to the World's Fair. I want to have a conversation very much about this one, your thoughts on it, what you liked, hated, whatever, what you figure it meant. I think it's one that there's more there under the surface if you just want to dig a little deeper. As always, there's more As always, there's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. Don't forget to hit that like button in the description box. It's a link to my Patreon and membership program if you want to see more. And there's also a link down there you can go and check out some cool Man v Film merch that would help support running this channel as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.